the decision to bring Junior in and how that went down.
Well, he came in for a visit yesterday, and my job was to watch him on tape and look at him as a football player, and then get a chance to talk to him and find out a little bit about his past and what he went through. And Scott did the same thing, Bruce did the same thing, and we came up with a group effort to give him an opportunity here and give him a chance here to play for us.
The other things, the Breland suspension. I guess the big question is, why did it take so long from last year to this year to get to that? Yeah,
I have no idea. We just found out about it here recently, and it's unfortunate. But Breeze, you're going to learn from this. He's loves football, and he's going to bounce back in a big way.
You guys talked about, and Scott's talked about it, building with character guys. What did Junior say to put you guys' minds at ease, and what do you say to the criticism that, oh, well, character goes out the window when it comes to talent?
Yeah, well, that's not necessarily true. We have a strong locker room. I've said that before. We have great leadership. You talk about all the guys that have worked very closely with the Redskins Foundation, all the work that they've done. Bring a guy like this in who's had maybe a checkered past, so to speak. We feel like the locker room that we have is strong enough that we can help him out. And talking to Junior, he's was very thankful for the opportunity New Orleans gave him. Very remorse about what happened. Disappointed to be in a situation he was in. And was really excited about a second chance and wanted to do everything he could to get that second chance, and told us that he would do everything in his power to make sure we wouldn't regret it. And all we can go by is what we think and our gut feeling, and that's what we did.
Jay, is it safe to say that Junior will start opposite Ryan Kerrigan at outside linebacker, and what does that mean for Trent Murphy and for Preston Smith?
But it doesn't mean anything right now. We're going to work with the guys we have here. Junior's going to get an opportunity here shortly, but Trent's had excellent OTAs. Junior is a specialized pass rushing person, which we need some more pressure. Last year when Brian Arakpo got hurt, and then Ryan had some issues with some injuries, and then Trent Murphy got hurt. Jackson Jeffcoat got some time. Some other guys got some time, so we added some more depth to our pass rushing. But as far as who's going to start, we'll let camp and preseason games determine that. But I know that Junior's played very good football. He's been to the Pro Bowl. He's got a lot of sacks in his career, a lot of pressures, very disruptive defensive end, and can only help us in that regard. But he's still got to go out here and earn his right, earn his stripes.
Right here in the back, Coach, you mentioned that it's your job to evaluate him as a football player. You had a little bit of a talk with him about his past and things he went through. Who ultimately decides whether or not you want to invest in him as a character guy, and whatever he's done in the past is not going to affect what he's done on the field, so that you can then evaluate him as a football player?
Well, it starts up top with Bruce and Scott and myself, and we all three came to the same conclusion. Like I said before, all the decisions we make here as a group, it's all three of us together. We decided to take a chance and give him an opportunity.
Jay, are you concerned that he may be suspended?
There's a concern there. We'll have to wait and see. The league is going to do their due diligence and make their decision just like they did with Breland. And whatever the punishment is, we'll live with it. And then we'll respect that. And I know Junior will too, and we'll have to wait. But right now we signed a very good football player who we think is going to help us, and we'll go from there.
Jay, given how quick this process happened over here on given how quick this process happened, how much did you reach out to other people in the league about Junior in terms of,
I did. That's something you have to ask Scott and Bruce.
Okay.
I did not. I basically watched the football side of them.
Just to clarify real quick, will he practice today?
No.
Will he start? So he'll start tomorrow?
He'll start soon, yes. We just, he doesn't know anything about our system or anything, so we'll get him a couple days.
As far as the locker room goes, it's basically a brand new group of guys. There was a lot of turnover last year. How hard is it to judge how the locker room will be without having lived that yet?
Yeah, well, we were 4-12 last year, and I think the guys that we brought back from last year and the guys that we added, I feel very confident in our locker room. And I know that there are some guys on our team that know him quite well, and I've talked to them about him, and they don't think there's any issue whatsoever. So we have a very good group of guys here, and I'm not concerned one iota, from the offense, defense, special team type of guys, a great group, and we'll be fine.
Jay, earlier today you shuffled the offensive line around on walkthroughs. Is that just something you're tampering with, see what guys can do in different places. I saw Brandon Sheriff was at guard. Is that just something you're looking at?
Always, yeah, always. We have to. Coach Callahan does a great job of getting these guys ready for different situations. Like we only dress 7 linemen on game day, sometimes 8. So guards are going to have to play both guard spot, even center. Josh Rebus is doing a good job at center. Tackles might have to move inside. We have to look at guys at different spots in order to learn this system to the best of your abilities. You need to know different positions and know exactly the combination blocks and how to do them in different spots. So Coach Callahan's doing a good job of getting these guys ready. It starts early. You can't just do it a day before a game. Say, okay, try guard here. You might have to play guard in a game. We have to prepare them now and get them ready, and we're doing that now.
Jay, what kind of relationships do you have with Sean Payton, and do you consider reaching out to him since he had just coached Junior and went through a situation there?
I like to draw my own conclusions about people. It's just the way I am. I don't like to predetermine anything based on where he's been or what he's done. I like to talk to people. I know a brief history about them, and then I'll draw my own conclusions. And that's the same thing Scott did and Bruce, and we'll just go from there. But I do know Sean a little bit. My brother, obviously, more so than I do, but I have not talked to him.
What did you think? We didn't get to talk to you after yesterday's practice. What did you think of it the first day, with those guys back out there, and what do you want to see him improve on specifically today?
Who's that?
Just the group
the whole
practice
group?
Yesterday.
Oh, every aspect we need to improve on, obviously. But I thought it was a good first day. You're looking for your first day to be crisp and not have too many mental mistakes. And I thought for the most part we did a good job. It's good to start out with a walkthrough in the morning so we can kind of preview what's to come in the afternoon. So we limited a lot of the early mistakes that you normally see. So we continue to add to our playbook on both sides of the ball and special teams, and hopefully we'll continue with a good, solid rate of getting better. All we're trying to do is get better every day. That's our motto around here, and we just got to continue to do it.
Jay in the back. Given what you guys did to beef up the running back position in the offseason, what are you expecting from Alfred? And with Matt Jones, how much do you see him sort of pushing Alfred in that regard?
Well, Alfred's our number one guy. There's no doubt about it. He's proven to be a durable back. It's the number one criteria for a back. You got to be durable, and he's as durable as they come. Very productive in his years here, and he's a guy. But if you want to run the ball, you want to commit to running the ball, you needed more than one back. And for 16 games in the division that we play, the games that we play, the difficultness of our schedule, you need 2, and sometimes 3, sometimes 4. So Matt's going to do a good job of spelling Alfred. When you take out Alfred, you bring in a fresh, big back like that. It's only beneficial to everybody.
Hey, Jay, a month ago, Junior had that pectoral injury that he was evaluating whether to have surgery on or not. Where does he stand with that right now?
Yes, he got an MRI with our doctors yesterday, and we feel good in his recovery. We'll see how quickly he can practice, but we think he'll be ready to go here quick. I think it's recovered pretty well.
Jay, just knowing that Bashard's going to be out for the first game of the season, does that change how many reps he may receive in practice, if he's working with the first unit or not? Does his role change leading up?
No, we're going to get him ready. It's a long season, and he's going to be a big part of our football team. But we also have to understand he's going to miss week 1. So as we get closer to that game, late in the preseason maybe, getting ready for Miami, we'll get the guys ready. But everybody right now is getting pretty much equal reps. Some are getting a little bit more than others. But it's a big loss for us because not only can he play inside at nickel, he can play outside, and he's a key member of our special teams. But we'll have to get somebody else ready. Luckily, we still have Amerson here who's going to do a good job. We had Culliver, we got D. Hall, obviously. We got Justin Rogers. We got Tevin Mitchell, who we drafted. So we got some other guys that'll have to step up.
Yes, wanted to ask about Jamison Crowder. Have you seen anything just yesterday that's making you think there might be a place for him among the wide receivers? You've got so many good receivers, or is it mainly punt return where his best chance
he's caught
is?
about 12 balls yesterday. Yeah, I've seen a lot, in OTAs and today or yesterday. He's done a great job. He's very smart. Went to Duke and understands the passing game, understands route concepts, and got good strong hands. Very quick in and out of breaks. But he does have a role as a punt returner for sure. We got Andre Roberts, who's a very good slot. Ryan Grant's working in there also. So he's got to obviously earn the reps that he gets, and when he gets them, he's taking advantage of them. But we'll see. We got a long time to determine who our third is. Right now, Andre obviously has a firm grasp on it, but he will challenge him.